Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Ham Radio Basics Live, Season 3, Episode 42, Ham Radio News and Updates, December 3rd, 2025. Apologize for starting a few minutes late today. Mother Nature called. Can't help. Gotta go when Mother Nature says, yeah, you can't say no to Mother Nature. So hope you guys are doing well. Hope everybody has had a great holiday and safe travels and some good food. And we're going to kind of continue the discussion today, but first, let's see who's here. Andy's here. Welcome, Andy. Cooley is here. Welcome, Cooley. Thank you guys for stopping by. And for those of you following us on X, you can click on the pinned link in YouTube, and you can join the chat. We would love for you guys to join the chat. That's always a great thing. And for those of you who are listening, please email me at hamradiobasics@gmail.com. I got some swags and some things. Love to get to you for the holidays, but I need for you guys to do that within the next week or so, probably by before December 10th, because we're going to be heading out of town to go up to Ohio to see our granddaughters, and we're really looking forward to it. Our youngest granddaughter is going to be turning 3, so that's going to be fun. And our older granddaughter is just pretty penny chatterbox. She just, every time she hears us on the phone, her jaw is just flapping. Grandma, grandpa, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that and having some fun and enjoying seeing them. That's our annual thing that we do each year is to get with them at least once a year, and we're really looking forward to that. So that's going to be great. So hope you guys are doing well. I went out. Santa was good to me on my own. I got my better half got me some HTs, and I bought some new HTs as well too. And we're going to kind of go over what I wanted to do today. Was kind of in line with last week, sort of in line with last week, but wanted to show you some things. I know I got some feedback. Why don't we see what's going on with the big three? So we're going to do that. And then we're going to get to Amazon, and I got another list that I wanted to run through of some recommended radios out there, and it's in the description. So if you guys are interested in getting them, please do click on that. They help the channel out, of course. I do get a small commission for it. And trust me, nothing more than just keeping the lights on, but really appreciate that if you guys click on those links. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. Now, what I want to do is, like I said, I want to go over the big three, Gigaparts, DX Engineering, and Ham Radio Outlet, and show you what some of their sale items are. Now, each one is different. So we're going to start with Gigaparts first. Okay. All right. Now, Gigaparts had a link. This is real interesting. Gigaparts had a holiday sale page, but there was nothing on it except a link for PayPal. And the only thing I could really find on things that are on sale is their rebates page. Now, they do offer a number of rebates right now on Yaesu, ICOM, and Kenwood. You can take a look. The Yaesu FT-60R AESS is $100. The FT-710 field is $100. The FTX1 field is $100. So those are some pretty good deals. And then it goes all the way down to the FT-316R is $20, and you can see everywhere in between. There's a lot of rebates here that are being offered, and these are valid through. It looks like these are valid from 11/19 to 1/31/2026. Now, ICOM right now on the IC705, they're offering up to $500 off, and this is good through December 31st this year. And on the IC7300, they're offering $300 off, and then enjoy extra savings on these radios through 12/31 when you submit the online rebate form. The 7300 is another $100 on top of that, and then the 905 is another $200 on top of that. So 905, you can kind of tell the 905 probably really hasn't met sales expectations for ICOM. I mean, it's kind of a niche kind of radio, and really you have to be really specific for it, and with the setup on it, it does require a pretty good heavy investment. So, and with Kenwood, you can see they have, let's see, wow, $600 on TS 990S and 890S, $300 on the TS 590 GSG, and the TH75 is $50. So again, there's some rebates. But I found it strange, and I actually emailed their customer service to say, you know, they had showed a holiday savings page, but there was nothing was on it except a link for PayPal. So don't know what's going on there. So okay, now we're going to go ahead and take a look at Ham Radio Outlet and see what they have on there. And it's more the same with them. The only thing that I saw that they had 4 items up here. It looks like a unit in scanner, a couple unit in scanners. It looks like a worldwide radio that's on sale, and that looks LDG tuner. Okay, LDG tuner Z7100. That's a Sangine ATS 90X2. This is a unit in SDS 100, and this is a unit in SDS 200. And it lists all the rebates, and the rebates are pretty much carbon copy from what you just saw on Gigaparts. It's really more of the same as far as that's concerned. I mean, the rebates are universal because they're from the manufacturer. So that's what you see from them. Now, from DX Engineering, they actually have several deals pages up. So we're going to take a look at that right now. And they call them hot deals. Okay. I see 7760 looks like $600 off. That's pretty good. 9700 looks like $300 off. 705 looks like $200 off. FT891 looks like about $50 off. FT991A, that looks like about $75 off. And you can see right here, there's the THD75A, that's $588. And the Yaesu FT-60R, that's $108 from $129. So you can see, and they have several pages of this right here. So, and this is fairly easy to find. And again, you know, the rebates are going to be the same with DX Engineering as they are with Gigaparts and HRO. One of the things to note, and especially if you're new to ham radio, I mean, all 3 of them do a great job. But one of the things, I have a tendency to stay away from HRO, and the only reason I do that is their return policy, their return window is shorter than DX Engineering and Gigaparts. So just kind of an FYI and a heads up, because I tried to return something after, I think that they only have a return window of like 2 weeks. So you need to be real careful. I mean, you know, unless you prefer dealing with them, that's what I would recommend. I actually have an HRO within about an hour and a half drive. It's close to Orlando. So, you know, I used to think Orlando was about an hour away. It's more like an hour and a half away. So, yeah. So, but anyway, that's I wanted to show you these things from wanted to show you from the big 3 what was going on with them, and just go out to their websites, poke around, take a look, and see. You know, if I come across any flyers or any information on sales with either Gigaparts, HRO, or DX Engineering, I'll be sure to post it out on the groups and page, and out on Instagram and X, so you keep you guys aware of that. And we'll also bring that up here on the show as well too. Okay. What I wanted to do was kind of go through some of what I call a recommended list. And, you know, I worked with Grok and ChatGPT and took a look at some of them. And these are ones that really kind of popped out and stood out to me. And just, we're going to go over them here just to show you that. Now let's go ahead and start sharing screen here. Okay. This is the TIDRADIO TDH3, and it's for $30. It's on Amazon right now. And this is a 1-pack, and it has 2 batteries with it. You know, one of the things that I can tell you with TID radios, they were the first ones that I think had universally started using an app to program the radio. And I've reviewed several of the radios, several of their radios for them. And that's the one thing that really just right off the bat, it stood out to me is that they have that software and it makes it so incredibly easy to program your radio. And it's almost universal now. I mean, Baofeng's picked it up. Radtel has picked it up. Other manufacturers have picked it up. I have my Yaesu. Obviously, I wish Yaesu would pick that up, and some of the big Yaesu or Kenwood or Icom would pick that up. But being able to program it with your phone is a real godsend with this. This is a great price point on this. The batteries are 2,500 milliamps, and it works well. I mean, this actually, I did a review on it, and I was impressed for what you get, for what you pay for. This is absolutely fantastic. The normal price on this is $30, but again, pay attention to what's going on because, as each day goes along, we're going to see more and more sales and more items come on sale. So you definitely want to take a look at that. It's what I have to say. Now we're going to go to what, I don't want to call it Old Faithful, but I'm going to call it Old Faithful here. It's the Baofeng F8 HP Pro 10-watt tri-band two-way radio. This is kind of tried and true. It's been a staple of Baofeng for several years now. The case design is about the same. It looks like the graphics, as far as the digital graphics are concerned, are kind of beefed up. But a lot of people have really sworn by this radio and have that in their shack and available in their vehicles and use this as a carry-on because it's been tried and true, tested, and people really love it. They really enjoy it. They think it works very well, and it is a radio that I would recommend. I did have one at one time. Now, of course, it is $62, but then again, this is not. And I can tell you from the tests that I saw, I think about the highest you can get is about 8 watts out of that. Just to let you guys know on some of the tests that I've seen, but it is $62 right now out on Amazon. Again, keep an eye out there because these may go on sale at any time. Is what I would do. But again, this is something. It's worked. It's been out there. It's stable. That's one of the things that I can tell you about that. Okay. Now it's very interesting because I've been following Radioddity for several years now, and they've been starting to sell items on Amazon, and they have their 10-watt GA-510 is out on sale on Amazon, and it does come with 2 batteries, and it's $33. And I've never had it before, but I've seen some reviews on it, and there's been very favorable reviews. Getting 2 batteries at a price point of $33 is great. The keypad looks nice and is easy, and the digital display is easy to read. I think it would be a great addition to your shack and a great addition for you. You could use it as an everyday carry. I would think that would really work. Like I said, I've seen good reviews on it. I personally haven't had it, but the 2 batteries for that kind of deal for $33, that really makes this a great deal. That's something that I would highly recommend you take a look at. And I almost always, if I see a Radioddity item, I buy directly through Amazon. Of course, Amazon has a great return policy as well. It's much more easy to do that than to buy it directly from Radioddity and try to return things to them. So that's how I would recommend looking at this. Let's go on here. Now, this is another tried and true one, and it's been out for several years, and I know several of you have had this. It's the tri-band Yaesu VX-6R submersible hand radio transceiver. Again, you can't say enough about this. This radio is pretty much indestructible. I think a lot of people have found that to be the case. It's waterproof. It works well. It has a strong signal. It has great reviews out there, and the price is pretty much going to be, unless somebody's running some kind of a sale, it's pretty much going to be right around there. But this is a radio that you would definitely want to have in your shack. It's reliability, its dependability. It packs a good punch. It is easy to program manually, or you can use the software to do that. But this is something I think you should look at having in your shack. And I know it's $295, but it's a whole lot less expensive than some of the Kenwoods or ICOMs right now. So that's something that would be a radio that I would consider for your shack. So let's go ahead and move on here. One of the other interesting things is AnyTone has actually gotten into advertising their radios out on Amazon, and here they are right here. It's the AnyTone AT-D168UV DMR radio. I have never had this before, but the reviews I've seen, it's been a great radio. It's very dependable. Obviously the digital does take a learning curve, but AnyTone does have a great free classes that you can take on this to help get you over that learning curve. And once you get over that learning curve, it would really be beneficial. Now, this one is actually on sale. It's 30% off right now at $139. So, and it comes with two batteries, which is fantastic. If you've been looking to get something like this is something that I would strongly consider right now. It really looks like a great deal. And we're going to take a look at another one. It's fairly new. I think it's come out this year. I'm not 100% sure. KR KR4 BSN. Yeah, the D186 is a great radio. It really is. I've read a lot of great reviews on it. This is the Baofeng DM32UV DMR radio. It has had great reviews on it. People have really liked it. It does come, as you see right here, and it does have GPS built into it as well. It packs a lot of punch, and it is 23% off right now. It's $54.89. So I would definitely, this is something I would consider. Again, it's out on Amazon, and I do have a link in the description. And people have found this one to actually be fairly easy to program and use. Let's go on to another one here. Now, this one has been out probably since the dawn of time, but talk about a reliable radio that's easy to program. It's the Yaesu FT-60R, 5 watts. It is super easy to program, super easy to use. It's $159. It's something that is on everybody's top 10 list of radios to get, and this is no exception here. This is one that you do need to have in your shack. It's very reliable. It would make an excellent everyday carry. Of course, it has the nice keypad on there. There's no touch screen on there. It's a small screen, but again, the reliability on this radio is off the charts. It's well worth every penny of that $159. It's something that's reliable. It will last you for years. I know people have bought 2 or 3 or 4 just because the other ones have worn out because it's just been so dependable. Again, this is something I would highly recommend that you get and have that in your shack. Use it as an everyday carry. It's just a solid, well-built radio, easy to program, easy to use. So, and that's all I have for the radio portion and, HTs to take a look at. And again, I encourage you to take a look at the HTs that I have listed from last week from Black Friday. And also, some of my recommended list as well, like the Radioddity 950 RT950 Pro. I really like that one. In fact, that was one of Bill's gifts to Bill. But I'm not opening any of my gifts until Christmas. Obviously, Valerie got me a few things as well, ham radio related. So I'm excited about that. So, also is a programming note, just to let you guys know. Coming up, I mean, we're in December right now. It's first week of December. February, it's going to be here before you know it, and it's going to be Hamcation over in Orlando. So we're looking forward to that. We'll be there that day on Friday. We're not going to stay overnight. We're just going to get there and stay the day, and hopefully be able to see some of you guys and have a chance to sit down and chat for a little bit. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have a tendency, I really kind of like Hamcation a little better than Hamvention. Reason being is it's much easier to run into people that you know in Hamcation than Hamvention, and that's one of the big reasons why I go there. Hey James, welcome. Thank you for stopping by today. Like I said, I really like that. And when we went last time, I ran into a lot of the guys. I ran into Smoking Ape. I ran into T.O. Ran into Mike K at MRD. Ran into Josh. Who else? Jay ran into Jason. A lot of these guys, and it was just a lot of fun. It was great seeing them. Great talking to them. It's really fantastic. Now, if we get a chance to, we may go. I know they set up offsite at I think the day before. I mean, I'd have to take another day off. I got to take that Friday off to do that. So I don't know if I can take 2 days off, but I know they set up a day before and have a day of POTA, which is fun, and that's something that I would encourage you guys to do. It's a lot. It's compact. The other thing that I like about it is too, it's really kind of like no more than 2 buildings. Everything's in there, and it's easy to find. And vendors are easy to find. They're easy to talk to. Hamvention's kind of spread out, and you got to have your walking shoes on for that day. That's for sure, 100% as well. So, but again, I want to remind everybody, all you guys, please email me at sorry, slipped from last night. hamradiobasics@gmail.com. Email me your name and address, and I want to get you guys some swag out there for the holidays. Kind of my thank you guys for putting up with me for a half hour every Wednesday. And I with all my new HTs I'm going to be getting over the holidays, and I'm also getting an analyzer as well. You're going to be seeing a lot of videos coming out after the first of the year. I'm dedicated to getting back up and cranked, and getting you guys some great information and some great videos. And hopefully too, within the next year or so, I can get a nice antenna hooked up outside and have a permanent station here. So we're kind of working on that. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, a great rest of your week. And as always, guys, it's a great day to make a QSO. 7 3s, everybody. Have a great rest of your week.